All I know is when they were like, we are looking for potential execs, it was co-presidents. So I think partially it's because like the club is quite big, so there's a lot of things pre-COVID that needed to be happening. So if there was co-presidents, you can easily like um sign off and like be like, you do this, I'll do that. What is that? Was that? There's a word for that.
Like delegating power type of thing.
Delegating. That's the one.
Okay.
There. I was like, there's a word for this. You can easily delegate things. Because essentially, like you could have like this person in charge of this stuff and this person in charge of this stuff. COVID makes that very hard because you can't really do a lot. So the president role as co-presidents, it's kind of redundant at this point because it's not like we have a lot of things that we can separate, so we have to be like, you'll do it this time and then I'll do it this time
Word.
and you'll sign it and then I'll sign it. So there's a lot. It's kind of weird how that worked out because I think it would work so well if COVID didn't exist and we could just run like as a normal club.
Yeah.
I just get
But yeah.
Sorry.
Oh,
What?
okay.
Oh,
Siri, I
okay.
guess you're the
I
main
was
person on point.
I was gonna throw it over the tiger, but we're not anywhere.
Okay, well then I guess we
Awesome.
could get back to that topic. But yeah, COVID really messed everything up. You know what I mean? Because like,
So many ways.
if it weren't for COVID, we MUDC would actually still be dancing in classrooms. Like, I don't think that we would ever have gone to dance code. But like big ups to them. Thank you so much, dance code, for letting us use your studio because it was truly a blessing and such an opportunity for us to actually get some classes out there. But with the fact that we actually have our own portable mirrors, it was gonna be so lit. Cause last year it was like probably one of the best years that I've ever seen. MUDC was really popping off with our instructors or our classes, and like the moment I was like on the verge of saying no to being president just because like I didn't know how I would be able to balance school life and like dance life.
Yeah.
I looked back and I was like, yo, I have to be part of it, right? Like being president would be so cool, especially if I make it as lit as it was last year. And then,
Yeah.
fuck, dude, like
And
COVID,
COVID,
yeah,
right?
like oh my gosh. And so like even like with UA-OSD classes earlier this year, like I was supposed to teach. You guys reached out at one point and
Yo,
I was so
yeah.
excited. I was with Tiger
Oh
in his
yeah.
studio, and we were I was making my choreo, and then he picked it up, and I was like, and then when you guys gave me that message like, "Oh, hey, we kind of can't have your class anymore." I was like, "No." Like I
Yeah.
love teaching for MEDC, but I do definitely want to reach out to you guys and to whoever we can.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, no, it just threw a wrench in so many things. Cause we had so many things planned. Like we had like our exec team was gonna change a couple of things, or we were gonna like innovate and like add a couple events, and we can't run those anymore. And like performance team was being restructured to an extent, and it was looking really good. Like our performance director, Sadoba, is amazing, and she has so many like nice, like good ideas.
Mhm.
But you need to be in person for a lot of them, and performance team is performing, and you can't really do that right now. So
Yeah.
it's just a weird area to be around.
Yeah. Tiger, where'd you go, man?
Yeah.
Sorry.
What's
I'm sorry. My mom was the real MVP. She brought me some lasagna from BP, so
Okay.
eating good
Ooh,
tonight.
lasagna?
Yeah, Leganese.
Like leg and knees.
I've never heard that.
Because that's not a thing. Okay, so Tiger, before you left, we were talking about co-presidency and how you guys came about that, and so Siri gave us her side. But what about you? Did you always want to be a co-pres, stirring the teapot, so on and so forth?
Not always. So like, I guess it started, about 2 years ago. So not the last election, but the election before. I was kind of thinking like maybe I should be on the exec team, and I was kind of having the same thought process as you. I was like, how do I balance school life and like dance life, especially with adding this new thing into the mix, which would be on a club and like helping run it.
Mm-hmm.
And so the first year, I kind of stayed away from it. So I was like, I'll just put it on the back burner for now and think about it. And I'm glad I did, because that year, oh my goodness, it was so stressful for me. So like, I'm glad I didn't take on that role that year. But last year, when we were coming into the last election for co-presidents, I remember I don't. I was I was more ready to be a performance director than a co-president, because that's what I put in first.
Mm-hmm.
But I was like, but the other people from the last exec team were like encouraging me to like, be president, because I was thinking about it, but I wasn't like so sure about it. And it kind of carried on from the year before, and so like Kelly and them were just like, yeah, you should do it, go for it. I'm just like, and so like kind of like reductive, like I mean, I can't speak. So
Reluctant.
reluctantly, I kind of put in that little option to be co-president, and I was just like, and I remember once I hit submit, I was like, what did I do? Because I knew it was a lot of responsibility, and I was like, I'm going into my 4th year, and it's going to be a lot of work. But I was like, I know for me, what dance means to me is like so much more than just dance, and I wanted to give back to the community. So I like sat on it a little bit. I was like, this is like, I'm ready for this. I can do this. I'm ready. I'm ready. And I was so ready before COVID. I was like, okay, we're gonna grow the community. We're gonna do great things. And it's gonna be amazing. And then COVID hit, and I was like, well, yeah, here's OSD.
Yeah, here's some lasagna. No, yeah, that's, oh my gosh, like, I think especially with last year and when Siri taught her class, that's when I started getting closer to Siri. And then Tiger, I don't really know about how I started getting close to you, but like we just did. And so knowing that you two were gonna be co-presidents, that gave me like a spark. I was like, oh my goodness, like the amount of collaborations that we could do was insurmountable. Like I was ready to like have like a showcase with you guys, to like start like a straight up YouTube channel with UA-OSD. So like like this whole podcast, the first idea was to do it with you guys, was to like have an outlet for both of our groups to like really just be active. But then obviously you guys had like your week, what's it called? Oh gosh, we're all fumbling. But yeah, you guys came back, and I was like, damn, the pressure is on. Like I'm not, I don't know what to do, so I took a shot. And that's why I'm so happy that you guys are here, because this is how I imagined it. It was just you two and me, and maybe like another exec from my team. But like, yeah, this is sort of like a semi dream come true, because the dream was just me having to make it. So thank you for coming. I do have to say some things from chat.
Yes.
Thank you, Angie, for following. Matthew says IRL MUDC was good times, and I believe he also means with UAH. Don't worry. Or UA-OSD. That's gonna take so much getting used to.
It was
Like,
honestly so weird, because we decided the name like so long ago. So I like UAH was a dead name for so long, but then I can't say it. We hadn't announced it, so I can't be like, oh yeah, OSD, because no one. Also, if I say OSD, like no one was gonna understand what I was saying. But I saying UAH with like in like November or whatever was like, it's just not a thing anymore. It's just UAH is gone, but it's not. And
hold on, wait a minute. I always called you guys UAH. Like, what do you mean it was a dead name? You guys were on the come
no,
up.
because we decided on the new name. So
Okay.
everything in the club was the new name already.
Okay. You guys
So,
wanted
like,
to start a whole new generation.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, it was dead to us just because we are like, oh yeah, we're changing the name. Like, obviously, you guys didn't know about it, so it was like,
Yeah.
it was dead to us. But we just felt that was more was more appropriate for our club just because it rightly defined our club more just because we aren't just hip hop, right? We don't just do hip hop. Our teachers are very diverse and their teaching styles go from popping to locking to whacking to breaking, and it's just like there's a wide variety. So
And dance
oh,
hall.
and dance.
And dancing.
I just have to say every time.
Yeah, and so we just thought that open styles was just a better fit for the club than just like hip hop.
Word. Yeah, no, I respect that, especially with like everything that happened over this whole past year with like the whole Black Lives Matter movement and like the entire like dance community understanding and acknowledging like the terminology that everybody would use and like the way they would use it in an incorrect way. It's like the perfect time to switch, like
Yeah.
no more UAH, no more MU hip hop, which is kind of weird because it's on the stream right now for our Instagram handle. We'll probably change that. But yeah, this is like the perfect time, and that's why I like MUDC, because we're MU Dance Club. It's no longer just hip hop. It's also like other things to say. I would like to mention caution, danger, red alert, E-Man. It's here. Hopefully we can get him on a podcast pretty soon.
Oh my god.
So, yeah. Thank you, Andrew and Evan, for following. But yeah, okay. So I did have pre-written questions. I'm a little bit more prepared this time around. However, I do want to go back on some previous memories with you guys, even though you guys are starting brand new. But yeah, one of the main questions I love to ask people is, what was your favorite class and why? Going to any like core, UA-OSD, MUDC class, like what was your favorite class and why? You can even bring in the programs that you're in, like right now the intensive or the or core comeback or anything else, or like a performance. I want to know your guys' favorite dance moment.
That's a while. There's so many.
I definitely know mine. Okay.
Okay,
so,
go ahead.
I think now it's like 4 years ago. This was before I was in the core faculty, and it was kind of just starting my dance journey, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so I remember I was going to UAH back then. This was the time that UAH didn't have a studio. We were dancing in what was it called? The Health Sciences Center on campus. We were using the window as mirrors, and yeah, ECHA, that's what it is. Yeah, ECHA. So I remember I was in class, and at this time Gabriel would always teach class just because that's how it was. And I remember I followed him, and then he reposted something that Core was doing, and it was a workshop, and it was Alex Chung, it was Sean Liu, and it was Vin
Oh
from India's.
yeah.
8th anniversary workshop.
Yeah. And so I remember going there, and I was like, "Yo, Sean Liu, Vin, this is gonna be so hype!" Because like, yo, I love the Kinjin. I want to be on Kinjin so bad. But anyways, and I remember going there, and I was like, "Yo, this is amazing! I love dance." And then I remember, because I used to live on the south side at the time, so did Gabe, and so he picked me up and he dropped me off. And I remember after the workshop, I was talking to Gabe, and I was like, "Yo, like this is great. I wish I could do more opportunities like this." And then Gabe was like, "Yeah, you should check out Core Dance Studio," and joined there. And I remember going to Core terrified because I was like, I don't know anybody, and this is scary. But it was because I went to that workshop. It's because I talked to Gabe. It's because he drove me that I found my family. I found NMG, and I tell them all the time I love them so much, and they mean so much to me. And so that's why that's my favorite memory of dance.
Wow, that's crazy. Were you there as well, Siri? at the eighth year?
Okay, I went to the workshop. So what's weird is that's how Tiger got to core. I got to core in a very like kind of convoluted way. I started dance at McNally, and
Oh, okay,
Josh
okay.
Caps used to come all the time, and
Mm-hmm.
then I also knew like Selena Chung. She was my idol in high school. I idolized her and her friend group like so much. Like she was my local like dance celebrity. I was like, Selena is the coolest person ever, and I wish I could be her. Um, and I low key did because I also got Dancer of the Year when I was in grade 12. But anyway, so Caps came to my studio or my school all the time, and I knew about core, and I never went to core until I was like 19. So I've known about core since I was like 15 years old and just never went till I was 19. And that workshop Tiger's talking about was my first core, like big core workshop, and I was amazed that Sean Liu was even in my city. So I was like, also I would talk to so many people, and all my friends were not dancers, and they're like, "Who's Sean Liu?" And I was like, "Look it, right?" So yeah, I didn't know Tiger at that point. I met Tiger probably after that, or
Mm.
because we met in High Five.
Mm-hmm.
So high five. Yeah. But like, see, I'm a very awkward individual. I'm very quirky. I'm not the most like I'm very personable. Like I'm very nice to talk to, but I'm not like I'm not the most extroverted person all the time. I've become a very extroverted recently, but that's because I was pushing myself.
Mm-hmm.
So uh a lot of people in High Five were established friends. Like there was like NMG
Oh,
and they
yeah.
all hung out. And I was like, they look cool. I would like to be friends with them. And I Tiger used to be next to me in the formation, and him and this other guy used to talk about random stuff, and I'm really good at eavesdropping. Like I don't know how I've developed this skill, but I'm very good at eavesdropping unconsciously. So I'll just hear something, I'll be like, "Oh my gosh, I have something to say." So I used to go up to Tiger, say something about whatever he was saying, and then leave. I would not I would be like, "Oh my gosh, I do that too."
What the?
Yeah.
Yo, that's.
So that was me. I was that awkward girl in class that just would kept on saying one-liners and then would leave. Like that was me. At least to Tiger. I didn't really talk to a lot of other people.
Oh
And
my
then
gosh.
this leads me to my first moment. I have two that are coming to mind. I probably have way more because dance is my thing, you know. But uh the in January of that same year, there was R2D workshop. So we had
So good. So good.
CJ. I keep hitting my table. I'm so sorry. Um CJ, I can't remember what his last name is.
Gamez?
The cast Domenico
He's
something like that.
Carnell something, and his last name is very Spanish, and I don't know how to pronounce it. But
Mm-hmm.
he's really cool. There was Edric was teaching, and Jay Blaze. Jay
Mm-hmm.
Blaze, one of my favorite people. I love Jay Blaze. But that was a workshop where um I had established that I drove previous times, and then Tiger like needed a ride. He was like, "Hey, you said you lived on the south side and you drive, right?" And I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Can I have a ride?" And I was like, "Sure, I guess."
Yeah, sounds
I
like
don't know,
Tiger.
right? Yeah, it does. It does sound like I've heard it very many times. Um, but so I drove him home. Turns out he lived like 10 minutes from me, like really close to my house. Uh, and then and it was like a weekend workshop. So the next day, um, I drove Tiger home again, but then E-Man also needed a ride. So I also drove E-Man home, and there's a whole long story with that. Um, because I'm directionally challenged normally, but I also didn't really drive anywhere that I didn't already know where I was going.
Mm-hmm.
So, you tell me to get to a major street, and I'm like, I know how to get there in the most convoluted way, and it was it's a long way to drive people home. But I'm really good friends with everyone I do. Because I went to Hotpot the next day with them, and I was like, guys, these are the people I want to be friends with. So yeah, I really liked that workshop. That's why I love Jay Blaze choreography. I think Jay Blaze.
Quick interjection. Vidi
Yes.
says it's CJ Destacamento.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's his name?
It was
Okay.
a long name.
Okay. Well, if any of the people watching don't know who he is, go search him up. Pretty
He's
sure
from
good things will come
Toronto.
from Toronto.
Yeah, I
Mm.
love CJ's like choreo so much, and like the fact that he's in the core intensive program. Every time I see
Yeah,
his,
yeah.
like his
Oh,
little
really?
his little photo or his little video in Zoom, I'm like, there's CJ. I'm like, woo! I always get so hyped, but yeah, I love CJ and his choreo. Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was one big dance moment. As for like general like choreo and like classes, Trisha Miranda's classes that I took in the intensives on Zoom have been amazing. I just really like Trisha's energy.
Mm-hmm.
And she also just really wants to like share her knowledge. So she'll like stop, and like she normally teaches like 3-hour master classes, which is like intense, but she also like gives you so much insight into like the dance industry in general, and just like a bunch of just random, like she'll be like, yeah, I worked on this music video and this is how it run, and I was like, that's wild, I never knew that. So I really like that. And also she choreographed, or like the last class she taught was to Rihanna's VMA mix from 2016, and I love Rihanna. Because she's also my Bajan girl. I'm a quarter Bajan or Barbadian, whichever one resonates more. But so she's a big. Barbados is so proud of her. Like she's like, there's a big poster in their airport. Like you walk into their airport and you just see Rihanna. So I love Rihanna, and then I really liked her like style because it was very hips focused, and that's just my entire dance style. So yeah, I had the best time in that class.
That's great, yo. Cause like, yeah, honestly, I've been hearing a lot about the core intensive, concerning like Vidi's in it, and then you two are in it, and then all of it, like almost everybody in like our Discord is in it. So I'm just like sitting here waiting on Sundays for it to be over, waiting for people to get online to play video games, and there you guys are, dancing, doing your full extent, and it's sad, really, because like, oh, okay, it's not like sad to like that you guys are doing it. Like that's great.
Sad.
You guys are amazing. Good job. I'm so happy for you guys. But like, I could have taken the intensive. That's what makes me like so mad, is because I got a new job, and so I thought like my schedule was pretty set, but I didn't realize that was because I was still in training, and their training process is 3 months, and so it literally had just ended the first week of the second trial for the intensive, and I was like, and every Sunday after, I was like, I could be there dancing to Rihanna, shaking my hips,
Just whining.
But yeah. Oh, another thing to go back on is the 8th year workshop for core. I was there too. We all could have met each other.
Oh,
That's what I've been saying. Is there's so many people I could have met like a year before actually meeting them, that like I just didn't. Like Vidi was there, Carell was there, you two were there, and I'm like, my mind is just blown every time somebody talks about it. I was like, yeah, I was there. They're like, you were? And it's so weird because I'm not part of core. Like I want to be, but I'm not. And so like whenever they hear that I took something with core, they're like, well, why aren't you in core? And I'm like, don't ask me, ask my money. Like, right? So, but yeah, that's crazy to think that, like the dance community in Edmonton is like super small, But when you think about it, like it extends to like all over the world. Like Alexander Chung is like literally doing everything around the world. His sister Abby, and then Randall's going off doing things as well in Vancouver, and so many people actually moved to Vancouver. Like it's just crazy. Like I want that to be my life. Like where's my chance? No kidding.
Catch me in Vancouver next summer though.
Oh really?
Yep, that's the plan. After I graduate, I'm gonna move to Vancouver. I'm gonna pursue dance, and we'll see what happens. But also, Vancouver is like big on filming too, so like maybe I'll get more filming opportunities as well. You never know. You never know where life will take you.
Word. Well, you heard it here first, folks. UAOSD, I apologize, but Tiger is leaving you. I'm sorry that you had to hear it from here. My condolences.
I'm like taking a year off school after this semester to just
pursue dance.
Yeah.
Yeah, I knew it. That's everybody's reason. That was my reason. I wanted to do that.
Because the thing is, and my mom is so supportive of this, and my dad is like, my dad understands, but my dad really wants me to just like finish my degree and then do it.
Mm-hmm.
But at this point, we're just gonna die if I continue to like continue with school, because I love kin and I love my program, but school is not it for me right now. So we're just gonna focus on some art for a bit, reset my
big ups on
being
on both your guys' parents. Like Tiger, the fact that your mom's willing, or like your family's like willing to let you go to Vancouver. My parents is a no. Siri, the fact that your parents are willing to take a year off right now and like understand it at least. My parents is a no. Like even doing this podcast, my mom texted me. She's like, "Can you bring down your dirty clothes?" I'm like, "I'm doing a podcast." She's like, "So?" I'm like,
like, do you understand what a podcast is?
Word. Like I swear things have changed so much that I'm just like, do I tell them or do I not and just deal with it? And anyways, aside from my sad life,
wait, I just want to put a small disclaimer out there. My mom is not exactly supportive of me going to Vancouver, but that's because I'm her baby. I'm the youngest, and so she's kind of, she doesn't want me to move to Vancouver, but
oh, my apologies then. I read that wrong. Yeah. My bad, dude. Well, big ups to you for taking that step. You know what I mean? I feel like everybody in the community really needs to just pursue dance, like what Viddy said just recently. It's like just pursue dance, do what they love, and honestly, like that'll be like the best thing for all of us.
Well, like honestly, because like one of the reasons why I want to move to Vancouver is obviously because dance. I want to make that my career, and that would be great. But another big reason I want to do it is because, especially in the dance industry, there's nobody like me. There's no indigenous people in the dance scene like this, and so like it's sorry.
Are you getting emotional? It's okay, dude. It's okay.
No, because it's like it upsets me because because like, it kind of upsets me just because like with our history, with our people, that we have been so limited on what we can do, and we have always been told that we have those limits. And I want to go to Vancouver so I can show like my people that we don't have to be limited, and we can do what we really want to. Yeah, it's scary, but I want to do that so that I'm sorry.
No, it's all good, dude.
It's I want to do it so that my nieces and my nephews and my cousins that are growing up, they can see that they can do what they want, and that if they really want to do it, they'll make it work. And so what if they're the first to do it? My people, we're growing so much right now, and we're taking the world by storm. And yeah, I don't want my people to be limited in what they can do anymore.
Dude, you're gonna make me cry.
You want to open doors, essentially.
Word.
Yeah.
Inspire.
No, but that's honestly really cool, Tiger. Like, like there is so much okay, if we're getting emotional, then let's get emotional. Like straight up, there is so much hate in this world that
Yes.
it's so annoying to see how arrogant people can be, especially to like people of like a different race, different species. You know, I don't know what to really say, but like
Any sort of thing you can discriminate against is so
exactly,
wild.
like I don't understand why they have to be like that. But you are literally taking those steps, Tiger, to like proving that you and your people can do the exact same, if not better, than everybody else. You know, like, and for you to think of your nieces and nephews and to like move forward with that, like that's so honorable, dude. Like, if it gets you emotional at like at any point, if you ever feel down, just know that you're doing it for the right purpose. You're doing it for yourself, for your people, and for what you love, right? That's perfect trifecta. Perfect trifecta. And I cannot commend you any more than I am right now, but like it's amazing, honestly.
Yeah. Don't mind me like casually crying in the back.
Oh no.
Oh,
Dang, dude. I mean, thank you so much for opening up about that. That's amazing. Like, I feel kind of bad that I'm not doing the same about like in my
yeah.
life, right? Like, what do I
Oh
do
no.
now? But yeah, uh, Siri, you have anything to add on that?
I don't. It's with the whole like race thing. It's kind of weird because I am biracial. Like I'm aware that I'm quite white passing, um, but I have my hair braided. I do it myself now.
Nice.
But yeah, even the blue is my extensions because I have bangs now because I impulsively made that decision. But I wanted it to be longer. So now I have like that weird like e-girl esque thing because they're in the front. But yeah, no, it being like because I am like I'm not half. I'm like a quarter because my mom's half.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just weird because like a lot of the time, like I was scared to get braids before my first year of university because I thought it was too white. And you know, like it's not for anyone up. Like I'm not offending anyone really.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
if I get braids, but like it's kind of weird. So like the whole Black Lives Matter thing is weird because like I'm essentially if you're looking at it as black and white, I'm on both sides. So like what's happening?
Yeah, you don't
It
want
was
it
a
to
weird
like
time.
you don't want to make it seem like like you're appropriating the culture itself, because like in
Yeah.
all essence you respect it, you're part of it, like it's you.
Mhm.
So I see where you're coming from.
Yeah. And I've been called out on it from people who don't understand that I'm like actually mixed. So, and if you look at my entire mom's side, because my dad's side's white monochromatic, but my mom's side is the most diverse thing. So I have cousins who are like 3/4 Asian. They don't look at all related to me, but they are. So that's whole. It's so multicultural on that side. So like, I have a lot of views. I have a lot of like open views on things, just because there's so many cultures intertwining.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But yeah, it would Black Lives Matter. Like when all that happened was a weird time for me because I felt like really weird posting anything that wasn't um support. Like if I just wanted to post like random, like I was like, look at my smoothie I have. Like I was like someone's gonna call me out for not saying anything. So I went off of I like stopped posting for like a month and a half.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's
Yeah,
whatever.
it's
Whatever. Now I'm totally fine now in that area of my life.
okay. Well, that's good then, because like yeah, it's a very rough topic to talk about. But as long as we got people like Tiger and like other people around the world doing what they do in order to like make sure that every race is treated equally and every race is like loved in all the same way, then you know the world will really just become a better place, and that's all we can really hope for. So yeah, Tiger, you good? Do you
Yeah.
still need a
Yeah.
moment? Yeah, you're okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Uh, But yeah, thank you so much. Like you guys are amazing guests already. It's sad to say that we have like 20 minutes left in this stream, but we're gonna make do with what we got. Um, okay, so one of my major questions, because you guys switched from UAH to UA-OSD, I wanted to know, like, do you guys have any like really big plans moving forward? Do you, got anything you can tell us ahead of time, not to your team?
We are finalizing our merch.
Ooh.
Like what that's like our designs for our merchandise. We're just selecting colors now. We have the design. We're just now selecting colors. So that's probably gonna be out soon. That's the biggest thing I think that's happening right now. Other than like our online classes, so you can still sign up. You can sign up at any point to get access to our pre-recorded classes and our Facebook group that you can meet people on. But yeah, that's all that's going on right now.
Okay, that I have a question about is your group on Facebook. So I don't know if I stumbled upon it by accident or if it's like something I really shouldn't have stumbled upon. But there was this group on Facebook that had the backdrop of UAH at United, and it said "Super Secret Club," and I was like, I see a lot of my friends in there. Can I really not join? So I just didn't. I didn't ask to join. What is that? Is that like a secret performance?
That's the Facebook group. That's the Facebook group I'm talking about. So it used to be called UAH Super Secret Society or something like that, right?
Yeah.
We essentially took UAH out because of the suspension last semester.
Okay.
Just so it wouldn't be like, it's not like we didn't want to take it down because we wanted to keep it there, so we just took the name. We changed the name.
Yeah.
Because we weren't allowed to use social media at all, and yeah, so
oh wow,
we took the name out. So we should probably put OSD back in the name.
Yeah, because I was gonna join. I was gonna join, but it said super secret, so I'm like, oh, I really shouldn't be in there. I thought it was like a performance team, so I was like, I'm not part of their team. So
essentially, we put it there so in case like people weren't comfortable posting on their like feeds, they could still be like show like development and growth through the classes and like still like showcase what they learned in each class, because the classes aren't live. So we were trying to see how we could engage members, and that was one of the ways. So it's quite quiet a lot, but I feel like I need to take some of our classes because I have been lacking because I have like assignments.
I mean,
time.
That's nothing you can like beat yourself up about. Like, it's understandable.
So I need to take. I want to take AJ's class for sure, because that looked lit, and also AJ's style is like completely opposite to mine. So, training. But as soon as like people keep posting, then it will probably get used a bit more. But right now we want it to kind of be like a place to like meet people and like showcase what you learned in class.
Word. Engagement. Weird. Okay.
That's our main focus this semester is just engagement.
Okay. I'm hoping there are still a lot of people in the stream because I'm now opening it up for like, chat questions. The unsafe side of doing a podcast is having, people ask questions. So if you guys have any questions, just send them over. I'll let them know as soon as I see them. But Matthew did say petition to push the stream to 90 minutes. Would you guys be considering to push half an hour more? Are you guys busy? Do you guys want to play TFT?
No, I have nothing happening.
Nothing?
Same.
Nothing.
Same.
Okay, then I guess we're pushing in 90 or another half an hour. I was gonna say another 90 minutes. Oh my gosh.
Oh my
god.
Oh, 3 a.m. Let's go to 3 a.m.
Okay. But yeah, E-Man, if you're in the stream, I'm waiting for the question. I'm just waiting. Okay, I know it's coming.
Okay.
I know it's coming. Like, you can just hit me with it. Okay, so we got a question from Serge.
So,
So United down for UA-OSD. We know oh, Jeff was not really inclined. What about now?
quoi?
Huh?
Porqué? Rephrase.
Just one more time.
I think he's asking like if UA-OSD is interested in being part of, like, a bigger part of United, in like maybe organizing it, that type of thing. I'm not sure. Yeah, Vinny confirms. Are you down for United? Like,
I was so excited for United last year and it never happened. So I'm so down.
Mm-hmm.
okay.
I'm also down as well. It's just it depends on where like how things go,
How things yeah.
have, because like right now like a lot of clubs aren't in action just because of COVID, and so
Thanks, Tiger.
oh sorry, no, but like specifically talking to like the University of Alberta, and so like having a space like more Hortowitz Theater. I can never say it right.
Meyer.
Horwitz.
Yeah, whatever. That place. Having like spaces like that is very hard to get right now.
Yeah, that's true.
Mm-hmm. So like honestly, like if we really wanted to push for it, like I'm always down to like find something in Edmonton that's not at the university and like find a space. And yeah, it won't be as big as like, if we were to have it at the Meyer Theater or Allard Hall, but like something is still something, right? And
yeah.
And my thought process is always that our clubs are here for the people. And so my thought process is always, so what if it's more work for us? We should do it so we can give something to them.
Word. No, yeah. I mean, I am on the committee for United, so we're gonna try and get up and running again. But actually, Tiger, when you brought up the idea that we needed an auditorium, truth is we don't need it. We just need a stage. So I don't know if you guys have seen on our YouTube like Heritage Festival. They bring stages and speakers and have people perform for like Korea and like Philippines and stuff like that. We could honestly do the same thing. If it's outdoors, restrictions are a little easier. It's just, getting it all sorted out. But yeah, if UA-OSD is interested, I can guarantee on our end that MUDC is interested, then we might have a show to put together for the summer. You know what I mean? Because it doesn't have to be during the school year. It could actually be in the summer, like August or something.
That's our next exec question.
Yo.
Yeah.
Speaking of execs, there's one person on your exec team that I have many fond memories of. Can you guess who that is?
Wait. Our exec team completely changed from last year, so.
No, yeah. So this year's exec team.
Current exec.
Yeah.
Okay, because I thought you were thinking about somebody else, but I don't know who you're thinking about.
Wow, really?
Yeah.
Alicia.
Oh.
Yo, that girl is everywhere. Like,
I don't know why I didn't think of that.
How did she get on the exec team?
No.
It's no shade. I just did it for dramatic effect. But like, I met her back in high school, and she was one of my students at Mac dance team, and so like, gradually we became friends, and like I had this rule as a captain was, don't call me kuya, which is like older brother in Filipino, tito, which is uncle, or lolo, which is grandpa.
Yeah.
And there is one moment that she and I will always remember. It's like in the first day I said all those rules, and then you just hear a girl from the back go, "Opa," and I'm like what? what do you mean? Opa? Like, yo, you need to relax. and Alicia was there just dying. I got so mad. I was like, you can't treat me like this. I'm your captain. So how is it working with her? I'm very curious about her work ethic.
No, she's great. She's our secretary, so she writes great notes. Very easy to reference, and she's really fun to be around. Honestly, our entire exec team is quite wild sometimes. We get a lot done. We also do a lot of random stuff.
Yeah.
Like, you should have seen our first exec meeting.
Oh
Like,
my goodness.
it was the most chaotic thing, and at one point we were laughing because someone made a banana phone, and yeah, I don't. We're all just quite wild.
You guys get banana phones, and I get me paying for my exec team's dinner. This is great. Yeah. Oh my goodness. But no, I love my exec team too. I'm so happy that you guys are like so close. But I do wanna, Terrence, stop. I do want to apply some pressure to your team though. Is there anybody on your exec team who you feel like has to come back, has to like carry the mantle and like continue your work next year? We're gonna apply that pressure.
I think that's really hard to say, just because a lot of people are reaching the end of their university stage.
That's true.
So it's hard to call back people, because to be on the exec team of OSD or any club at U of A, you have to be attending UAA. So like you have, I don't know if you can be an exec team if you're a graduate. I don't know that.
I think it's student in general, so you probably could as a graduate. But
well, I just know that like a lot of people are graduating, and so it's like it's hard to bring back old members because they're soon going to be departing from university. So
Word.
That's where I'm going to leave it with that.
I'm just gonna say Vivian is very good at her job.
Okay.
And Vivian, I think she's also at the end of her degree or like she's closer to the end. So I would have Vivian back.
I feel like a lot of people.
She would, if she was eligible.
Yeah. I've heard her name go around a lot of times, and like it's always been like positive things. If she or Alicia were ever watching this stream, I would feel really bad that we're talking about them. But I have a strong feeling they're not on the stream, so it's all good, you know? It's all good.
It's all good. It's just that their friends are watching. So,
yeah, they won't bring it up. Let's be honest. You know, it's just the past is the past. It's not.
It's late. People forget.
Okay, so let's go back to the core intensive. I know you guys have been in core for a couple of years now. Would you say this is the best program at the moment, or like that you've experienced? I've been hearing so many positive notes about core and like their programs recently, but is this workshop and like whole program like the best you've experienced, or not yet?
I would say personally that it's for sure the best online experience I've had, and it seems like every single time there's a new one that like core like steps up their game even more, and it's like, wow, I didn't think it could get better, but this is amazing. Like how Siri was talking about Trisha Miranda class before. Like I remember when I was taking her class when she was doing Uptown Funk. Like I remember in that Zoom call, I was like, "Yo, this class is so hype. It's almost like we're in studio. Like the vibes were like so close to being in the studio, and it was just like phenomenal." And honestly, like during the times of COVID, that we gotta do what we gotta deal with what we have, and we gotta adapt. And so these are the opportunities that are coming. And if you still want to continue dance, you have to get through the rough patches. Even though we didn't think that we'd be facing a pandemic, we have to deal with it, and we got to push through in what ways we can. And so I feel like as these opportunities come up, that you gotta adapt and keep growing, yo.
Word. Word.
Um, I I think it is the best like online best you can get online um based on like the teachers that we have and like just the fact that there is a mentorship program does help a lot because then you get to know people on like a more personal level and it's not like I'm just taking class. I do think that the comeback is way better though, probably because I was in person.
Yeah.
But like comeback was honestly like one of my favorite times ever because when I did the comeback I did so it was like 2 days a week and then you had drop-ins on the other days of the week, so I would do the comeback days and all the drop-ins or like at least one class from every drop-in. So and then I think I started doing like technical private. So at that point I was doing 6 days of dance a week and I was like, this is kind of lit. So I just really liked the comeback program and everything that came out of that, but
Word.
that's what I'll say.
Yeah, I think because comeback was like my only program that I really did with core. Like it was really an eye opener coming into like an actual dance community and not just dancing on my own in front of like my phone and like my laptop playing music. It was such a different feeling. And I remember, I think Siri, you were in the freestyle session where I think it was like me and
Always.
Ryan Dunn.
Oh yes, yes,
Our
yes.
duet like that.
Yeah.
That shocked me to think that like I'm sorry, Vinny, but like I connected with Ryan deadass like that it was a different type of like thing where it's
No,
like
it was wild.
we knew each other's movements and it was just so crazy that like I didn't think I would ever freestyle with somebody like that. Like that was insane. And Ryan Dunn is such an amazing dancer. Like this man, but he always comes up to me, he's like, Cameron, you're the best. I'm like, look at you. Like what do you mean?
Yeah, Ryan Dunn is one of my favorite people. Honestly.
Vinny did have a question for you guys.
Yes.
What's your guys' core, or who is your guys' core mentors, and what are they like? So I guess
Like
we
for
can
the intensive.
for the intensive, yeah. Tiger, I guess you can go first if you don't mind.
Okay, dope. So my mentor is Jake Brandoff, Bardoff. Oh, I don't know his last
Tiger,
name.
Tiger.
I don't know his
You're
last.
It's been 4 weeks.
I know. I'm
Week
sorry. No,
4.
because I just referred to him as Jake. I'm sorry. I'm not gonna be like, oh, hello. Full
Jake
name.
the Magic Dragon.
No, but his full name is. I mean, it is Jake Brandoff. I don't know how to say it, but yeah, that's who my mentor is, and he's great as a mentor because he's been giving us like these challenges throughout the week, and also he's taken into consideration on what we would want to learn, like as a mentee from him. And so, like just last week when we were in our mentor session, we were generally just talking about like because one of the topics that we discussed in our group chat was like the dance industry as a whole, and how it works and things that we would need to know as an artist and how to grow as a dancer. Like he was saying that if you want to be picked for a role, the more diversity you have in styles, then you're more likely to be picked because you're more versatile. And like explaining that it's like a lot of work and that it takes a lot of work ethic. And so it's like with Jake as my mentor, it seems to be really insightful, and also he pushes us to grow because he gives us these challenges to do throughout the week that pushes ourselves to I guess think differently but also perform differently. If that makes sense. So
Word.
just insightful, and he's a great leader. Yeah.
Nice.
Okay. Well, with that, you better learn his last name, dude.
Yeah, you bet. Yeah, you gotta learn it.
Like if he's very insightful, then you gotta learn his last name.
Yes.
Okay, but Siri, how about you?
I am Team Gray for life with Chris Rivera. So Chris Rivera is so cool. He's danced for like Ariana Grande. He danced at the Super Bowl last year,
Oh,
and I didn't realize that till he started reposting Super Bowl stuff. Cause I didn't know really who Chris Rivera was before this. But he is insane, like so cool. And he's just really nice to talk to, and also he has like a slight dance hall vibe because he's from Puerto Rico, so you got that reggaeton in there. But that's why I was put on his team. I'm pretty sure because I just like dance. Because like the way they did it was you have to like put your Instagram handle, and they look at your Instagram and they look at how you dance, and they match you
What
to
if
the
what
mentor.
if they actually just picked you guys out? Like he picked
Okay,
you.
no, no, no. My whole group loves dance hall. Like it's very obvious why we were all put in the same group, which is so funny because my friend Ray's also in the group with me, and we thought we were the only dance hall people that were gonna be in the group, and then they're all like, "We like dance hall," and we're like, "Oh, okay." I guess we have competition. Just kidding. We're not.
Ooh.
We're all a family. But we also have like kind of challenges. Last week it was choose any song and freestyle or make choreo to it and then send it. And then this week you have to take someone else's song that they posted and then do your own freestyle or choreo to it. So that's cool. I still need to
Crazy.
submit mine because again, I'm incredibly busy. But
Yo, let's get a preview right now.
no, I don't even.
Wait, you don't have anything ready?
No, I
Siri?
freestyle. I freestyle it.
I respect
I
that.
I I'm I can make choreo, and I've made choreo
Yes.
a lot
Yes.
recently, but I'm a freestyler, to be honest.
No, I feel that. I feel that too. Don't worry. I'm a freestyler too.
Yeah, no.
I'm... No, I wish I could dance all like you. Honestly, it's crazy. Oh. Okay. So there is another question. Is that everything? I'm so sorry. I cut you off.
I know. I think that's it. Chris
Okay.
Rivera is really cool. That's really just check him out.
Yeah. Just check him out. Yeah.
Check it out.
Okay.
He posted a Valentine's Day video today. I'm just saying.
Okay. We'll get that IG handle on MUDC story later on tonight. Same with Jake's something.
Jake Randolph, yes.
There you go. No, but yeah. So Sergio also had another question. It is, what inspires you guys to keep dancing? And he also said, Latinos, let's go. Whoop whoop.
Hey. What inspires me is I'm not always inspired to like my inspiration, like motivation to do things, is very wavering sometimes. um I just like the way dance makes me feel, because I despite sometimes I sound well spoken. I'm not always well spoken, especially expression wise. So I like to express myself through the lyrics of the music that I'm dancing to. So yeah, I use it for expression and just like almost like a self-love thing kind of too. So I just if I hear a good song, then I'm inspired to create and then dance. And yeah, I'm just inspired by the inspiration comes with the feeling that I get when
Yeah.
I dance,
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Word. Word. I feel that. Tiger.
And what inspires me is definitely like what I was saying before, is like definitely like my nephews and my nieces and my cousins are growing up, and I want to open those doors and those opportunities for indigenous people. And I won't get into that because I'll start crying again. um, but definitely like another big thing that inspires me in dance is when I first started dance. This was before core. This was like, I think like 2016. Yeah, I think so. Anyways, so like in 2016, I remember I was I was going through a rough patch in life, and I was literally sad every day, and I hated it. But I remember there was a day that I was on YouTube and I was just watching random videos, and I remember I came across this Anthony Lee video. I don't. I'm so sad that I don't remember which video I watched first. But anyways, I was like so depressed. And I was so sad. I was watching Anthony Lee dance, and like just watching him dance, it in that moment, it genuinely made me feel so happy, and like a smile went across my face. And I was like, yo, what is this? And I was like, yo, I gotta pursue dance now, because if it makes me feel like this in my like lowest, then like, yo, I gotta go for it. And so what I want to do with dance is that I want to give that same feeling to other people, and I would just want to like have people feel what I felt when I first found dance and I first discovered it, and I just want to give back to the people. Yeah.
Word. Actually, if you guys don't mind, I also want to answer this question. But Tiger, it's pretty similar to yours. Um, I definitely did go through a rough patch. But like in the beginning, when I was like yay high, and I was just like a wee little Cameron running around. I always had the difficulty of like sitting still. As you can see, I'm even like rocking in my chair, going side to side. But like that's never gone away. And so when it came to like Filipino parties and everything, there was always a DJ. There was also like a lot of food. So I'd be hopped up on this food with so much like energy that I just start dancing, right? And so like a lot of my cousins, my aunties and uncles, they were like, "Oh, you're so good, you're so good." When really I was terrible back then. Like I got videos of that. I was so bad, and so I just kind of kept it with me throughout like my younger years, just like watching YouTube videos. I did discover Anthony Lee, same as Tiger, and I like tried to copy his thing, but I think before him, I found Mike Song, who led me to Anthony, who led me to Vin, who led me to Keone, who led me to Late Twins for some reason, and then Late Twins to Fiction. And I remember that whole pathing because it was like a whole 5 years of my life just learning from basic, like, or not basic, but like tutting into musicality, into more musicality, into animation, and then like now it's like it's just all combined into one, and like I can't really change it up that well. But I definitely remember last year during my MUDC fall showcase performance, like my solo performance. I don't know if you guys were there to watch, but I freestyled to a song that was like that hit me really hard the year before that when I was going through depression. And so like when I performed on that stage, I don't know, like if you go back to the video on YouTube, you can literally see me like cry, like in the performance, and I was like, oh, like I look like such a girl, or not a girl. Oh my goodness! Like I was gonna say, no, my bad. That's my bad. No, I was gonna say another word. That's a B word that I'm not allowed to say on stream, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
But like, yeah, honestly, like that moment where I like you, Siri, like when I was able to express myself and like really just let myself go, and I could cry on stage while performing, like, yeah, like a softie. Thank you, Terrence. But I know you're gonna call me a B word later on when I get into Discord, so it's okay. But yeah, ever since I was able to express myself like that, and like Tiger, like how you want to like teach people how to do the same thing, it's like, how could I ever lose dance? Like dance is my motivation to get through every day because it helps me get through every day. And even though I'm not in the intensive, even though like I'm not taking classes, which is really sad, I'm still dancing, like right here in the shower while shoveling, like like literally anytime. Oh right, an absolute burger bing boot bungus.
what?
Have you guys ever heard that before?
No.
That's one of the chats going off. Oh, an absolute burger bing boop bingus. We're gonna make that the title of this podcast.
Everyone's gonna be like, what?
Yeah, what? But yeah, okay. Well, I don't know. Is there anything else you guys want to talk about? Anything you guys want to ask me? Usually, I'm not supposed to be talking, but I did talk a lot just now. But you know, it's up to you guys. Oh, see, they're put on the spot. Okay. well, I guess we're gonna end it here. You know, we're gonna keep it on a happy note because you know we love dance, and dance has helped all of us in a very big way through hard times and through when words can't express. Um, but yeah, if you guys would like, you can plug in any handles or free promotions that you'd like.
Just our Instagram
Sure.
is ualberta.osd, and that's where we are most active. So,
Okay.
so
And as you people on stream can see, we do have your guys' handles on stream. So we got at Hey Siri, Hey underscore Siri underscore 11, and then at Tiger Belrose. You know, right? Yeah. Okay.
or
Yeah.
for more dance content, S1R1_N.
Or that one. Yeah. Wait.
I have two accounts. It's really confusing.
No, that's account, main account. It's all good. You know, we'll all give it a follow. But yeah, thank you guys so much for joining us. It really did mean a lot with what you guys shared and how you guys shared it. It was truly emotional, which I did not expect out of this podcast. But like Serge said earlier today, MUDC, we love OSD so much. We hope you guys continue to do amazing things. And yeah, just thank you so much.
Thank you.
I didn't do anything. I just talked.
What do you mean? You created this opportunity for us in the community. It's all because of you, man.
Word.
Yes.
Actually, word. Big ups to me. I'm kidding. But yeah, thank you guys. Tune in next week. We do have a special guest. Initials start with a T and a G.
Oh.
Yeah,
I
so
wonder who it could
I
be.
wonder who. That's so crazy. But yeah, stay tuned for that. Everybody follow us on all of our socials. Instagram is at MU Hip Hop Dance. YouTube, search up MUDC. TikTok, MU Dance Club. And obviously twitch.tv/MU Dance Club. And other than that, thank you guys so much. Everybody, have a great night.
Yeah.